It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Milwaukee Bucks. Last game for the Bucks, they picked up the W against Charlotte. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And with a moment here, Shaq, you're the ideal guy to answer this. Quite a rebounder in your day. Who are some of the guys in the league right now that really changed the game on the glass?
I'm going to go with Andre Drummond. He's explosive. He has historic rebounding numbers. And you can't forget out there in California, DeAndre Jordan. Athletic. And Ernie, he's led the NBA in rebounding a couple of seasons.
Well, my guy's Hassan Whiteside. You know, down in Miami, he's doing a great job of just getting ferocious rebounding and has great length. And as a guard, I got to think of my guards. And that point guard, Russell Westbrook, hops, tenacity, got it all.
That was a good call.
All right.
Number 31, John Henson. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 12, Jabari Parker. At shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 22, Chris Middleton. The other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Welcome to BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
And you know this, Kevin, there is no place like home. It's always nice to be in those familiar surroundings, around those that cheer for you, the family, the friends. Home is home, and there just isn't any place like it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. And it's Valentine in at the small forward position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Lopez. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the group substitution here for Milwaukee. Thon Maker's checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. DJ is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Jennings in for Eric Bledsoe. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. Vonleh comes in for Markkanen. Justin Holiday's checked in for Levine. And it's Jaren Grant in for Chris Dunn. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
Parker and Maker, the lengthy big men pair. DJ out there with Jennings. And it's Snell in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Grant kicks to Portis. Jennings against Grant. Got a piece of it. The pass to Snell. Jennings in the corner. There's the screen. Kicks it to Parker. Got a piece of it. Now here's Valentine. Defense is right there. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Bucks leading by 4. Jennings kicks to DJ. There's the 3. Excellent D there from Holiday. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
You know, I was surprised to see how comfortable they were in that environment. Shot a very high percentage from way beyond the arc.
Valentine shot good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Jennings dishes to DJ. It's back to Jennings. And there's the feed to Snell. There's the screen. Lets it go from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Snell is an effective floor spacer, a consistent threat to drop it in from outside.
And last season, so many battles going on in the Chicago Bulls organization, Steve, and they weren't all on the court. Hoiberg was in a difficult place, but was given a vote of confidence for this season from that front office.
You know, it had to be hard for Hoiberg as he's had a lot of things working against him. The roster hasn't matched how he has envisioned this offense working. Then infighting with players and management has put him in a tough spot.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Henson's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in, 4 on the clock, and the jam by Levine.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Jennings passes to DJ. He feeds it to Henson. Henson, a screen on Holiday. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Here's Levine. Oh,
goodness. Terrific. The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And here is DJ. Fires the 3. Conley with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Lets it go from 14. That's short off the rim.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Levine wide open. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
From deep three-point range, and it's DJ missing.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, it's still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for Milwaukee, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. It's been said that Karl Anthony Towns is the prototypical modern big man in the league. There's no doubt that he's a star with all the potential in the world, but would you guys agree he represents the future of that position?
You know, I like him, one, because he's from Jersey. Then he can play inside and outside. He's lengthy and strong, but he's very mobile, agile, and fruitile.
His skill set is coveted by every player.
Fruitile?
Oh, no question.
I got that
What's
from,
fruitile?
I got it from Dick Vitale. I don't know.
Fruitile?
I heard Dick Vitale say it.
What does fruitile mean?
Fruitile is like it's fruitful.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves, and with tip-off.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy Butler survived a tough upbringing in Tomball, Texas. He said, that's all anybody ever wanted to talk about. But I don't want that to define me.
Thanks, David. You can tell Butler has a good head on his shoulders, an elite talent in this league because of the hard work he puts in. And we can expect a low-scoring affair here tonight as both these teams have strong defenses. Clark, what's it like to play in a grind-it-out type game?
Well, nothing comes easy, and you know you're in for a physical battle. So you've got to have a high level of concentration and physicality because you know nothing's going to be easy. Rebounding becomes much more important, too, because through rebounding...
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Teague. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Cole Aldrich with the slam.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Jennings passes to DJ. Muhammad on the wing. Passes to DJ. Henson with the screen. Back to Muhammad. 5 to shoot. Over Butler. Rebound by Jang.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
From deep. No good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive?
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Derrick Rose. Jimmy Butler is out there with Gorgui Dieng. Then there's Teague, and it's Aldrich in at the 5 spot. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and
the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations Tom Thibodeau says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, D.A. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything. Knocks it loose. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. That doesn't go in either for Teague. The Bucks trail. Outside Jennings. The dish now to DJ. It's back to Jennings. Hansen sets a screen for Jennings. He dishes it to DJ. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Jang's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Teague has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Bucks ahead, up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, and that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific two.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Looking at the Thunder, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams putting each other to the test. A lot on the line in this one. Well, Carmelo Anthony, an offensive force now for so many years in this league, not scoring maybe quite as much as he used to, but he still draws a lot of attention from the D.
Still gets those double teams. I would imagine that he's probably never played an NBA basketball game without being double teamed at some point. That would be
That's a great point.
Unique feeling. Shaq, I don't know anyone like that who's been doubled every game.
Me either. The attention he gets opens up things for his team. He just needs to get the ball to the right place.
Shaq, I've never heard anybody get doubled. Have you?
Me either.
Okay.
Because I got tripled.
Okay, there it is.
That does it for us. Thanks.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
It's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball. And now, before we get to the tip, thank you, David. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it. 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you it doesn't.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. And for the Bucks, Jennings out there with DJ. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Parker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Abrines' shot is off. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. DJ kicks to Jennings. Muhammad, the pass to DJ. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He gives them a double-digit lead. Bucks trail by 11. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And here is DJ. Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Parker.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Abrines' shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Snell dishes to DJ. This one for 3. And Adams sends it back.
And the defense of Steven Adams is so important to this team. They depend on him to be a rim protector now.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Parker. Outside, Felton. Here's Abrines. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Screen by Adams. Stripped away. Parker outside. Here's Muhammad, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Doris, Shabazz Muhammad, a player that has slid nicely into that 6-man role, comes in looking to score, but does so in an efficient manner and can help his offense without taking too many shots.
Right, Kev, you don't find...
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 21-point lead to end the quarter, and it's been there. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so... As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands. Some changes here for the Bucks. DJ comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Chris Middleton. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Grant is out there with Adams, and it's George in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Robertson connects from 3-point range. Roberson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Puts it up, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes. Well, Paul George has made himself into one of the premier two-way perimeter players in the NBA. I think you have to put him in that category with Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James. He can take over a game in every facet, guys.
He hits the second from the line. And Doris, Paul George, capable of carrying a team offensively while also locking down the other team's top wing threat.
And that, to me, Kev, is one of the hardest things to do in this league. To expend the energy necessary to be an elite two-way player, Paul George is the real deal.
Back to Dellavedova. Henson with the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Henson. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Bucks have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Boy, guys, how about the offseason the Oklahoma City Thunder had? The acquisition of Paul George, one of the elite two-way players in the game, now playing alongside Russell Westbrook. Look out, everybody.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. DJ with it. Pass to Dellavedova. Screened by Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Grant. Westbrook against Bledsoe. Outside for Felton. Corner shot. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Oklahoma City.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wilson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Now DJ over to the wing. Now here is Dellavedova. Passes it to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's DJ missing.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Tony Snell is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's John Henson. And it's DJ in at the shooting guard. Westbrook, no good.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Elbow shot is on the way. And it's DJ missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
The Bucks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Antetokounmpo passes to DJ. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. Outside Westbrook. And Robertson has it in the corner. And the pass to Grant. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Anthony kicks to Grant. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And George gets it to go.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly. The defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Pulls it up. A second chance effort. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Westbrook dishes to Collison. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 6 in the 4th quarter. Disastrous start to the period. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
You're right. It probably will be. Johnson with a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Westbrook, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Russell Westbrook is an elite talent. He knows how to make tough shots.
And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
And the foul called on DJ. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Brandon Jennings, who's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Westbrook with a wide open look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The numbers Westbrook put up last season in his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump, but I don't think anybody could have expected this guy to average a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pass to Finney-Smith. Offline with his 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. In the corner, Snell with it. And here's Westbrook. Here's Roberson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And the Bucks, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Jennings passes to Henson. Tries it from 19. No good off the front iron.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
Kicks it to DJ. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Boy, you get a chance to get behind the defense, and DJ makes his move, able to cash in on the break.
Johnson the screen. Westbrook kicks to Johnson, and stolen by Jennings. And here we go, DJ heading to the basket, and DJ throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the foul called on DJ. That's his 5th foul. Arenas is checked in for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for Russell Westbrook. Wilson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Tony Snell. They double him with DJ. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Abrinas kicks to Felton. And stolen by DJ. And DJ throws it down.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Johnson the screen. Felton dishes to Johnson. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there.
Up by double digits, little time remaining, way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing